or welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa and today we are going to be doing a review of Cold from the North by D.W. Ross. I have done a review on my I have done a review on my Instagram, but I would like to just bring to you today, if you're not an Instagram person, you're more of a YouTube person, I also want to review on this platform as well. Cold from the North follows a young man called Ogilvy Halsbane who lives in this quiet little town with his father. All of a sudden his town is invaded by these evil people who are intent on bringing this dark god back to power, and apparently doing that means that they have to kill loads of people. So this is what I would refer to more as like a questing type of fantasy. So you start off in Ogilvy's town, they have to flee, and they are told of a prophecy during their fleeing, and he's given a task to take something to a person and who can put an end to this dark lord person coming to power and ruining the lands basically. On the way we get to meet, like during this book we initially get to meet Malcolm, which is his travelling companion. It was an orphaned boy who is not treated the best, and at times I did want to yeet this book through a window, but not because it was a crap book, but because the character, one of the characters in this, hated him with a passion. I think you're supposed to. It's a grumpy old, belligerent, annoying, judgmental, discriminative dolt, and you're not supposed to like him. But he does such, Ross does such a good job of making you dislike this guy that I was just sat there seething at one point, because Malcolm he's got a bit of a fiery temper, not gonna lie, but he has a right to, because he has taken a lot from this guy. And yeah, things are revealed. Again, this is a non-spoiler review, so I can't say much about exactly what happens. But if you like a book that's fueled by prophecy, has little hints, I don't know how much magic is going to play a part in the rest of the series, but has hints of magic, and maybe kind of seems like it's got a bit of a chosen one trope. He's trying to find someone who can stop this prophecy from coming to fruition, but I am still in two minds as to whether or not Ogilvy is going to be a key part in this, or whether he's going to be sort of passing on the book to somebody else who he was supposed to be finding to help. This is all very vague. I cried at this book. I'm going to put it down because my arm's hurting. I cried at this book because something happened that I didn't expect. For some authors, because they share a lot on Twitter about what's in their books, like Ryan Cahill, I'm on his Discord, Thomas Howard Riley has mentioned a number of times that he pulls no punches with his characters, and to be honest, I should have expected it, because his writing style reminds me very much of those types of books that's adult fantasy, and it does tend to be with indie authors that they don't pull punches. That if you like a character, they will kill them off or injure them in some way. They will break people's hearts, because that's life. They're not afraid of doing things like that and hurting the reader, which in the moment you're thinking, why are you doing this to me? But in the overall scheme of things, if things all turned out rosy and happy and everyone, you know, got to the end feeling funky, fine and fresh, it would be too convenient. It wouldn't be true to the type of books that we know in that kind of genre, if that makes any sense. So Ogilvy is the main character, but we do have a couple of people that are referenced quite a lot that travel with him, and I have to say Ogilvy and Malcolm are probably two of my favourite characters that I've read from indie books so far, because as much as Ogilvy was thrust into this position unwillingly and very last minute, and he tries his best. He's a very good guy, and he just wants the best for his people. So that kind of character you can really get behind and you really root for. And then you've got Melkin, which is his best friend, who has not had the best start in life, but despite that, he is so resilient, and he just wants to do well by the people of the town that raised him, and obviously Ogulf and his dad that helped sort of raise him. Despite the way that some other people treat him or think about him, he still wants what's best for the people as well. So you really do root for them both, and I just cannot wait for the second book. I'm probably going to try and get it in October, because book 3 is out soon, or already out, I don't know. But that is the beautiful broken binding edition, by the way. I don't know if this is the same all in every edition, but this is what it looks like. And this one is signed. I think it's a signed bookplate in this one. If you do want, yeah, it's a signed bookplate. If you do want signed editions of indie books from authors that you enjoy, I would keep an eye on the broken binding. This was like 20 something pounds, but the broken binding are really good at providing indie books that are signed. That just makes it a little bit more value for money than just buying it off Amazon. And obviously with the broken binding or Black Dragon Books, I don't know if Black Dragon Books has signed ones, but I will leave links to both shops down below. But you can support in small businesses as well as supporting indie authors. I mean, Jeff Bezos, does he really need any more money? No, not at all. That's a sidebar, but I would highly recommend that if you do like the sort of adult fantasy questing type of books, there's no smut in this, just to put it out there. Quite a few of the indie authors that I will be reading from over the next couple of months, they do have adult fantasy in them. There might be some light romance weaved through in certain parts, but it's generally not smutty, or it is fade to black. So this is just a purely adult fantasy questing type of book, but it is just, look at the cover though, it's just so pretty. I'm really curious to see where this goes. The series is called The Onyxborn Chronicles, by the way. And what I do love about what I'm reading in these authors as well is that they use the title or the name of the series or one of the names of the series in the book. So whenever I'm reading, I saw like Onyxborn mentioned. It just, I don't know why, but it makes my heart happy when they do that, like referencing back. And again, I'm going to mention him a lot, Ryan Cahill does that. 100%, I would highly recommend that you pick this up. I gave this 4 stars. You can tell it was his debut, and that is not in any way, shape or form a bad thing. As the story progresses, you could tell that he was slowly finding his writing style, and even within the first book you can see from the start and as it went on that he was getting more comfortable with the story, with the world building, with the magic that is introduced. Again, because you can see so much development in the one book, I can only imagine how much is developed between book 1 and 2, and I'm just really excited to continue. So again, all the links to the books I can find, where to buy them, links to the author socials and things I will leave down below. But once again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one.